You set this up and I'll hold this.
I guess because it was more of a niche skill set and there wasn't as many people.
We're live on YouTube.
Oh, okay. The boom happened.
Oh. Hey, we're gonna go live if anyone wants to watch at 9.
Yeah, this is happening now. People are like looking at us.
Yeah. We're in real time.
Is anybody watching it?
People are watching.
One.
Great. Nice.
But they didn't see the previews.
No, they didn't see it.
This would just be a random.
How
do you do?
They may ask questions that were already answered in the podcast.
Yeah, and if so, we'll just say watch it in the podcast.
Ask questions, guys.
Yeah, Sarah. We have someone named Sarah who joined.
Probably my girlfriend.
Is it Sarah
Tarkey?
Yeah.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi, beautiful.
Hi.
My girlfriend's watching.
She's
Ask
beautiful.
some embarrassing questions for Anne.
Yeah. Ask about me. No, don't really.
Who's down?
No, Dominic's here, Sarah. You know Dominic.
Oh, we got one viewer. Ask questions.
We're super
Ask questions.
We usually only get like up to 20. We don't usually get like 20 viewers like on the live thing.
So,
and it's kind of late right now.
For the live stream right now,
Build it up.
why don't you go through the shows that Dom worked on?
Okay, so people that are watching, Dominic Polcino right over here, where he's been a director on The Simpsons. He's been a director on King of the Hill. Been a director on Mission Hill. He's been a director on Family Guy. He's been a director on Rick and Morty, on HBO's Animals, and of course, there's one I'm forgetting. Oh, Cleveland Show, and then most recently, supervising director and art director on Harmon Quest, as well as a regular director as well, like supervising director, and art director. Right? Is that safe to say? On Harmon Quest, and of course,
did his own feature film in
oh yeah. Love Sick
Fool.
And also the critically acclaimed Murder Police.
The lovely Sarah.
And that one toy,
what'd she say?
That one Mattel toy.
She wants to know what's your favorite episode of Rick and Morty.
Oh,
that's a good question.
Everyone go around. What's your favorite episode of Rick and Morty?
Favorite episode of Rick and Morty?
Should I start?
Yeah, you start, Brian.
The one I worked on, Tiny Rick.
Tiny Rick.
Tiny Rick.
How about one that you didn't work on?
Oof. Oh my god.
How can you even have a favorite that's yours?
Because I'm cruel that way. I don't give any fucks.
No.
I'm Tiny Rick.
Yeah.
I think the one I enjoyed the most that I didn't work on. Okay, it's twofold. So it's Pickle Rick, and for this season, Pickle Rick and Tales from the Citadel, which Dominic directed, which was fantastic. Yeah. That was absolutely fantastic. And I think my favorite from season 1 that I didn't get to work on was Anatomy Park. Because the notion of like taking that dead homeless man and blowing him across, blowing him up the size of the United States. Yeah, I'm like, that's, I was jealous instantly. Like, fuck, I didn't get that.
That's my favorite episode.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's a great concept.
Do you have a favorite one, Dom? You can be one you worked on or didn't work on.
I mean, I liked all the ones that Brian mentioned from last year, but I probably should have an earlier favorite, but from an earlier season.
You know, but there was only one season prior to you joining.
Wait, you didn't work on season 1?
Well, yeah, but on season 2, what was great about
Here,
that
hold this
one?
for a second.
They were all great.
Yeah, season 2 is up the bar.
Yeah.
It was fun. They're all great, though. All 3 seasons. Yeah, I'll go with Pickle Rick, though, if I had to just pick right now.
Pickle Rick's a good one. If I had to pick a favorite Rick and Morty episode, I actually think, for some reason, the fans don't really like this one, but I love it. It's my favorite of all time. Second is probably Tales from the Citadel, but first is probably Total Recall. The one I love Total Recall.
Fans like that one.
They like that one?
What happens?
That's the one where they're all in the house and there's a virus.
Oh, that's funny.
Juan's episode.
That's Juan's episode? Yeah, I love that episode so much.
Yeah, that is great.
I think it's so simple. It all takes place in one location, but it's such a great concept.
You weren't working on the show at that
No,
time,
I worked on season 3
so
only.
that episode was one of the ones that killed production.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
There's so many freaking characters.
But it's kind of like, it's their way of trying to like economize too. It's like, oh, we're going to do a box episode. Everything happens inside the house.
Yeah, make it easier, right?
Yeah.
You have a favorite one, Sabrina?
Yeah, mine I think is Me Seeks and Destroy for sure. That's one. And I think the interdimensional cable episodes.
The first one or both of them?
Oh fuck.
I like the third one.
The third
Yeah,
one.
right.
The one we never saw.
Morty Mind Blowers came in place of the interdimensional cable 3. I think the second interdimensional cable was my favorite. Yeah, so those are my two favorites.
Any other questions, people? Or Sarah? Is there anybody else watching?
Oh,
We have
got a
2
lot more
watchers
viewers.
over here.
Oh, really? How many more?
Bank, Katie, Abed.
Hello.
Oh, Abed! Hey, Abed!
That is watching.
Hey, I bet.
Oh, we got a question from Bank
Oh, what's
on
up?
YouTube.
What's up, Bank? What do you got?
Hey, Bank. Hi, Dominic. Oh, crap. Okay. When directing shows like Rick and Morty and The Simpsons, how closely do you work with the writers? Are you observing from a distance or working on the fine details and jokes?
That's a good question. So how
Thank you,
closely-
Bank.
Thanks, Bank. How closely do you work with the
Yeah,
writers?
that is a good question. Well, no. They kind of give us our own thing, let us do our thing, but there's usually a launch meeting where we kind of discuss anything that might be unclear,
Okay.
what they're shooting for, and then usually after the pitch of the animatic, we'll get feedback from them. So I don't know if that's too close, but if they need to, rein us in as directors, they will.
Okay.
We'll always give them what they want, or better if they weren't really paying attention.
We try to go for better.
Yeah.
We'll go for better.
So I think the launch meeting is something that people probably don't know about. So you'll sit in a room with the
Right.
writers and everything, who's in the launch meeting? Is it the writers? Or like a show like Rick and Morty?
Probably a design coordinator and
I am often.
The board artist.
Ants in all
the
meetings.
board, the board artist.
Yeah.
I guess the supervising director.
Yeah, the art director.
Art director, and everyone kind of.
and then the person who wrote the script and the showrunner.
Yeah, and somebody will go through the episode and kind of go through all the beats of the episode, right? And this is how I want this to look. This is what I'm thinking this will be. Is that usually how it goes?
Yeah, like we thought the Citadel should look like this. It's a big top and it's short. And,
Cool.
some basics that why would we start drawing without that?
And you know what I realized we forgot to mention? We forgot to mention that you're working on Cops right now.
Oh, that's a secret. That's
It's not a secret. We can say it. It's announced.
up and coming.
The show's announced. They don't know we're working.
What are you doing on Cops?
Yeah, that was the director.
It's called The Cops. It's
The Cops.
a Louis
The
C.K.
Cops.
Albert Brooks
Sorry.
combination of they created it.
Okay.
I'm directing and Brian's directing.
Oh, Brian.
Yeah.
Brian's giving his words of
Back
wisdom.
again. Back again.
Yeah, we're all working on this.
Back again.
So, Dom, how is it working with Brian?
I'm the worst.
Directors don't work with each other. Thank goodness.
No. I had to work with you guys on Morty's Mind Blowers.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Was Brian that one boss that was just like, ugh?
Brian
Just
directed
kidding.
everybody on that one. Everybody in the studio.
I never want to do that again.
What sequence did you do, Don?
I remember you were panicking for that. You were just like, I don't like
Don
being a
Cuckoos.
leader.
Yeah, panicking wasn't the right word.
Oh,
Pissed.
cool.
is the right
Pissed?
word.
Oh.
Nice. I'm
Yeah, Dominic did the Alien Warlord with the Don Cuckoos reference.
Yeah.
Oh, Don
Which I'm
Cuckoos.
pretty sure you
Was
came
it-
up with, right? Did you toss in, let's have him go to Don Cuckoos?
It's in the script?
I was in the script?
Yeah, I
Okay.
just made sure to follow it to the T.
So,
that was a great idea. I thought
Explain Don Cuckoos to everybody.
It's a restaurant
In Burbank.
in Burbank.
Did you
Mexican
go to you in particular? Did you go to Don Cuckoos a lot?
Went to a
Working-
few times. There was a
okay.
few-
It's
yeah,
funny,
yeah,
like
yeah, for sure.
online. I think it was.
I feel like that's
It's walking
everyone's.
distance.
I feel like Don Cuckoos is the place where if you guys want to have like a crew lunch.
Margaritas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like everyone goes to Don Cuckoos, and what's so funny is that every single show I've been on, no one's ever made reservations ahead of time. They just all walk in, and I feel so bad every single time that we do that because it shows all the waiters and faces and stuff.
15, 30 people coming into a restaurant.
But it seems
Yeah.
like they're used to it now because
It's
they know
funny
that
that
you're nuts.
online
Sausage.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Since Rick and Morty's on obviously on Adult Swim, which is housed by Cartoon Network. I don't know who was that told me. It might have been you, or it might have been somebody else.
Yeah.
There was somebody that wrote online. Oh, the reason they went to Don Cuckoos is because if you know Rick and Morty's on Cartoon Network and it's right around the corner from the Cartoon Network building.
Sure.
Not knowing that Rick and Morty
Oh, that
is
was a guy on YouTube.
on YouTube, right?
Talking
Somebody
about
on
it.
YouTube said that.
And I said,
Huh.
little does he know, our building is is down the street.
Is
We're-
slightly further.
We're actually closer to Don Cuco's than Cartoon Network.
Let's not say
No,
where
really?
because
No,
then
I'm
there's
not
gonna
gonna
get
say where.
yeah,
I'm just
we're
saying
gonna get
we're in a
creepered.
secret.
I'm glad our building
Oh,
is
you're
like
right.
Okay.
hidden.
You are.
We're a little closer.
Not
Yeah.
a little closer.
Is it in our contract not to divulge?
Where we are?
There we are.
I just Pete, they don't
That's
want
fine.
people
We-
coming through, even though
Yeah.
Hey, we got another question.
Yeah, we got one more question, or not one more. I hope you guys are sending in more.
Yeah, more questions, guys.
Bank, thank
Ask
you
some
for always
questions to
asking
Dominic.
awesome questions.
Wait, before he asks, can I just, for the people that just joined, we're doing a quick live thing with Dominic Polcino, director on Simpsons. He worked on Simpsons season 2 through season, I think, 9. He directed The Simpsons as well, season 7, 8, and 9. King of the Hill director, Mission Hill, Family Guy, Rick and Morty, HBO's Animals, Hardman Quest, supervising director, art director, and director. So if you have any questions, please, just anything. Don't be shy. It can be stupid. We don't care. We want to hear from you.
Yeah, Abed.
Yeah,
Ask a
Abed.
question, Abed.
I know, don't just creep. Okay, so Bank asks, what is the role of an animation timer, and was the position different on Rugrats, The Simpsons, and Family Guy?
Did you work on Rugrats?
Oh yeah.
You did?
Oh.
What the heck, Dom?
You didn't tell us you worked on Rugrats?
So, okay, we didn't even mention that in the interview that he worked on Rugrats. Thanks, Dom.
A live exclusive.
I had to let a few
Great.
things go. I didn't.
Yeah.
I did
So
some
you
other
worked at
things, too.
Klasky Chupo?
Oh yeah, Klasky
So
was
did
the
you-
first company
Can I
that
ask
had
if you knew
Simpsons.
2 people in particular? Just because I know 2 people. Like,
Klasky
okay.
and Chupo?
Did you know Carlos at the
I
time
did
when
know
you
that.
worked there?
Yeah.
Okay, and then did you ever know an Aglaya Morcheva?
I'm not going to forget the name.
Or Rosie,
Sounds
Rositza
Sounds familiar.
Lascara?
How do you know all that?
Well, because, okay, Aglaya was one of my
You weren't
teachers.
born yet.
Aglaya was one of my teachers in college, and then Rosie was the producer on Uncle Grandpa.
Yeah, you were like 1 when the Rugrats came out.
No, she was
Hey,
0.
but I still watched Rugrats.
She was-
Come on, guys.
She was born in 92. Rugrats came out in 91.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
So she
she
was
was
0.
1 years old.
0. She was
She was
0.
just a little.
Oh, I'm not doing math right.
I like
She was
that.
just a little.
yeah.
So do you know these people or not?
I don't know. We'll talk about it later. Just
Okay.
show me a photo.
Okay, so...
Okay, so what was the role of an animation timer, and was the position different on Rugrats, The Simpsons, and Family Guy?
Well, we did talk about timer a little bit in the interview, which you can watch, but if there's anything else you want to talk about.
Well, it's all the same. I mean, the position of timer on all those shows because they're all were done by the same company. So you you basically would be the person who got timed it after the animatic was finished and approved. So the last person to see it before it goes to the overseas company that's gonna animate. So you're outlining exactly when every blink occurs and when a guy turns his head and how many frames, how many drawings you want them to do. So you're directing the sheet to this people you don't know, and hopefully you know what you're doing and they know how to follow you.
Was Cosby Chupo, do you remember what studios they used? Was it Filipino or Korean?
Korean.
I'm hungry.
Korean studio.
Yeah, they were all Korean. They probably still are.
We got a few questions from Abed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yay, Abed!
Were there really elf pogs?
Pogs?
Elf pogs?
Like
Alf
Alf
Pogs?
like Pogs from like the 90s? I'm sure that's what he's referring to.
And then, was that creepy doll of Angelica's based on a real doll?
What's going on?
Is this
Yeah.
a Rick and Morty joke?
It's Rugrats. That's
Rugrats.
Rugrats.
Sounds like Rugrats.
Oh shit!
She had
Do
that
you know your
doll with
Rugrats
all messed
trivia?
up hair.
Oh, I know a doll. The Cynthia doll.
Cynthia,
Yeah, the
yeah.
Cynthia
that was
doll.
I
Cynthia.
mean, it's basically Barbie.
It's basically Barbie.
Yeah.
But the creepy aspect.
Oh, it was just like ripped the hair out.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
her.
because she's like a 3-year-old.
What season did you work on Rugrats?
One.
Oh yeah, for just one season.
It's probably just like a hiatus.
Probably also the best season of Rugrats is season 1.
Season for sure.
Yeah.
Before they changed the look of Tommy.
Now I left again.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah. Did you take another break or did you just?
They changed the look. It was probably like a few months in between shows.
It got less wild. Like season 1 of Rugrats was like constant low angles.
Yeah,
and,
it was really cool
pushing
up shots.
boundaries. It was like, we're making a show about babies.
I didn't drink my
And
beer either.
baby angles.
Drake.
Yeah, a lot of
Oh,
shows
God.
start like
Yeah.
that where they're just getting their footing. Family Guy was the same way. Season
Yeah.
1.
Hey, every show was like even Harmon Quest. If you look at season 1 compared to season 2.
Oh,
Like-
season 2 you guys gotta watch first.
Abed,
Yeah.
Abed wants to know why Mission Hill got canceled.
Ooh, good question.
Because Dominic was like, I don't like this. Let's cancel it. Just kidding.
Yeah, it's a good
I don't know.
one.
It sounds like I think it's a classic thing. It's just
I'm
one
kidding.
of those things like ratings or whatever. They just didn't think.
How
it was
many
popular
seasons did
enough.
Mission Hill
I don't
have?
even
Just
think
one.
they.
Just
I don't even
Really?
think they finished running. Yeah, they didn't
Bring
air
it
all
back.
the episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically it was
So
a
there's
show.
episodes that haven't been aired yet?
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. It was a show that was developed for Fox for prime time, and they didn't air it on Fox, and Adult Swim picked it up, and then finally aired it. And that's kind of like where
Ah.
people
I thought it was
see
a
it.
WB or something.
It might have been W.
I bet Cindy loves it.
It's a good show.
It was an
I'll
off.
bet. Thanks for watching.
Network. That's the problem. They didn't back it. If it was Fox, they would have just stuck
Yeah.
with it. But it was somebody trying. There's so many networks that just tried animation for one time and got scared really quick.
ABC's notorious for that.
Yeah, they did it.
Oh,
a
like
bunch
The
of
Good
times.
Family. The Good Family tried.
And Clerks
Died?
cartoon.
What was that?
The Clerks cartoon.
Oh, the Clerks was on ABC?
Yeah, they aired 2 episodes and they canceled it immediately.
That's a good show.
They have that
It
new
was a good
show, Ginger Snaps.
I remember hearing about that.
Right.
It's like it's all online for
It's
free.
online, though, yeah.
Yeah.
We have a question
Yeah, okay, cool.
from Katie Lazo.
Katie, what's up?
And also, can you talk about how the character designers created characters that blended fantasy races with the actors?
Carmen Quest.
Is it Harmon Quest that you're talking
Yeah,
about?
Harmon
Sounds
Quest.
like it.
Has to be Harmon
Sounds
Quest.
like it. Just answer that question
So
for.
and Dom actually, Katie, if you didn't know, designed all the characters, the main characters for Harmon Quest, all the guest stars and all the main lineup of characters, Spencer, Fondue, or Dan, right, and then Aaron and Jeff. So how is it blending their fantasy elements to create those characters?
Yeah, how was that?
That was fun.
Fun, right?
What,
How
what
did
was
you do
left
it?
for the character designers?
Well, they designed
No,
all
we-
the other characters.
So he often would handle the main guest. I remember, like.
But
and-
if he designed all the main characters and then he did all of the guests for every episode.
Yep.
Who else is?
That's it. That's
No,
all.
no,
there's a
no,
lot of work.
character-
There's a lot of work.
Character designers had like other stuff to do. Like we
Yeah.
had to do monsters. We had to do like
We had to
other
turn- they had to
incidentals.
clean and turn everything.
We had to clean and
Dom,
turn
you
turn
just
things.
did the
every
fir- You did the
character.
first. You did the
Yeah, I
first.
wouldn't draw every angle, and then.
Yeah, there were
and
times
then
where
there's
you.
people that just do the mouth charts.
Yeah. Oh
was-
God.
Sabrina-
Yeah,
season
I
one,
remember
Sabrina
that.
did lots
That was fun.
But
So-
I mean, I don't know how to answer. I mean, that's definitely what I take in consideration. How much of that person I want to come through, and
Well,
how much is that creature that he's supposed to be, and then add on to that if it could be funny would be great.
yeah. So you first got what their like race and class was. Like I remember like Aubrey Plaza was like a little gnome, right?
Oh right, yeah. Spencer would tell you the race in class,
Right.
and then you had to
Right.
you try to balance their personality with that fantasy element. You try to do like some kind of balance.
Yeah, the hardest one was the lizard guy.
Eddie Lizard.
Yeah, no. It was really good.
Because he had to have a face that was like way
Yeah.
different than a human.
And it's funny,
Still
did-
retain his.
The network almost
What's
kicked
that
it back.
guy's-
Remember
what
that?
guy's-
Kumail Nanjiani.
Yeah.
Nanjiani.
Yeah.
It's funny because I remember.
Did Steve help out
And he's
with that
coming
too?
back this season too. So
Yeah, he's coming back.
Is he a different race?
same character.
Same character.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I imagine you carry your character through D&D.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, same character.
Don't they
It
kill a
wasn't-
few of them?
You'll
If
see.
you die, but then you can.
Yeah, they
make
let
your
that
character.
one live.
Yeah, he's one of the ones. They let a few live season.
But I think Spencer originally wanted him to be another character, but then it just happened to be that's the guy they booked that day. So,
Oh, and it worked out perfectly. Yeah. That's true. What was I gonna say?
Did Steve Chun help with any of them? Like I think I remember him like trying to help with some designs towards the end.
of
season one?
of the character.
Uh-huh.
He did a little bit of the toothpaste this season.
Yeah, no, he. Oh yeah, he did a lot of the toothpaste.
Yeah, Steve on the show.
Oh, we should have Steve. He's a fun guy.
Yeah. He was my
He
partner
did
on
some
season
amazing-
1 of Harmon Quest and on Animals.
I mean,
he
he
and
was
I
the
were.
concept designer of season 1 and 2 of Rick and
And Rick and Morty. Yeah.
It's a weird
And now
position
with the
that
art
doesn't
book that
exist.
came out, was like so much of Steve's stuff in there. Like that's Steve, that's Steve, that's Steve.
Yeah. For sure.
Steve,
for sure.
we need you on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He's
was
some
my
guy.
He
buddy.
was great. He did all kinds of crazy monsters last year.
And he's also
Yeah,
working
he was
on
always a
Calculus.
monster person, and I always was the human person on Harmon
That's
Quest.
true.
He was really good at monsters.
Yeah, you were great at characterizing people. Like you did Chris Bolden, right?
Yeah.
And you did Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they looked so good.
just
Did
like
people
And
know
Kyle.
that? That's a secret.
Oh.
That everybody on the crew
Oh yeah.
So season
Yeah.
1,
on both seasons.
Both seasons.
I think I pitched that idea that we had, like, we could design the crew in it or something. Because I
Yeah.
know that's always a wish of mine on every single show that I work on. And then I know that, like, that's always a secret wish of everybody else's. So I
Yeah.
was like, why don't we, like, actually design everybody onto the show, like, the whole entire
Which
crew
is like
into the show.
unprecedented.
And
Like,
then Dom
we
was all
did
for that. So we were like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
So I
We
got a
designed
list.
Every single crew member into Harmon Quest season 1 and season 2. I don't. We didn't
Cool
make that.
shows let you do it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
most
cool.
shows aren't cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Harmon
Dom
show
is cool, so.
Dom's cool. That's good.
Steve
Yeah,
did a really good
You
Dominic.
can work on certain shows where they say, "Hey, that writer or something." It's like
Yeah.
that looks.
They
like
don't like
somebody.
it, yeah.
That guy,
Yeah, but
why does
like-
that guy in the background have glasses?
But
you
it's
know?
funny because
But it's like because it's John.
yeah, it's
He's-
John. Come on, guys.
He's a character designer. We wanted him in there.
It's funny because most shows obviously have writers, and writers are like the top.
Yeah.
So writers are the ones that try to. I mean, like Guterman is snuck into Rick and Morty in this newest episode.
I
And,
snuck
like,
in. I snuck in Ridley in.
Ridley.
I snuck myself in.
Oh, you did?
You
Yeah.
and Lisa in
Yeah.
Rick and Morty too.
I
Jason's in
worked
there.
a deal with Elisa.
But like a show like Harmon Quest is like it's a low key show. It's like we can pretty much do whatever.
And also,
we
it
want.
felt like, why the heck not? Because it's so made up anyway. Like the characters, the actors are characters,
Mhm.
and why can't we all be characters? And it just seems
Yeah.
like the
And
right
we needed
thing to do for that. For
That
what
show.
we're trying to do, like who cares?
and
Like,
we needed a lot of background characters.
Yeah. And it's goofy. Like it is funny that most of the people have glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them just have
It's
glasses.
like, how come all these people look like hip artists?
Yeah.
Whatever, these townspeople.
Like in Hell, Stanley is a little gnome with big thick glasses and a gnome hat or something.
My
like
favorite that I
Yeah.
did was
for
Kyle.
some reason.
I made Kyle
Oh,
like a
yeah.
really funny gnome.
Oh yeah, with his tiny little hat.
Wait, was he a gnome or a dwarf? He was a gnome,
He was-
right?
he was a
a
gnome.
gnome, yeah.
You guys have any other questions? We're gonna wrap up soon if you don't.
Abed wants to know what's the best show you worked on and why.
Ooh.
And then Sabrina's mom chimed in with "Somebody's hungry."
I know, I keep eating. I am really hungry. I didn't eat a lot today. I'm sorry, guys.
Jesus.
Mom, stop it.
I'll be quiet. And those
Sabrina,
chips-
eat a
no,
carrot.
They're really
in-
good.
in
Eat celery.
In full Sabrina's defense, those chips are amazing.
They're pretty
And
good.
Yeah,
they're
very good.
gluten-free, made
They're
with
good.
sunflower oil.
They're addictive.
Yeah,
I
if
didn't
you
eat a
watch
lot
me-
today.
If you watch
I
me
didn't
through
have
the show,
dinner.
I'd like strip.
Mom, you didn't feed me dinner. I'm just kidding. Oh,
So
wait.
What's your favorite show to work on and why?
The best show.
Best show. I think during the interview we touched upon it.
My
Oh,
thing
there we
is-
go.
Yeah.
Am I still on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're still on. Go
Oh,
for
I
it.
have a couple more questions
Okay,
too over
that's-
here.
that's-
So
that's-
ask Abed's question, and then we'll go over here. I just figured this out. I'm sorry, Katie.
Okay. Go ahead.
My
Go for it,
best would be Harmon Quest, just because it's a lot of me in it.
Mhm.
But I think it's just awesome to work on anything that's taking off that people respond to. That's been fun.
Mhm.
That's been like when
Like Rick and Morty.
like Rick and Morty is like everybody wants to talk. So then I don't know. It just feels good. Like, hey, people are actually watching this and
Yeah.
responding to what I'm working on. That's great. When
For
The
sure.
Simpsons started out, it was fun, and Rick and Morty's another phenomenon.
I bet
It
I
is.
got to work on Rick and Morty too.
What's that?
I bet I got to work on Rick and
Oh,
Morty
Abed did.
too.
Yeah, he wrote on the interdimensional cable episodes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Abed's
Good
awesome.
point.
Go watch his episode.
It's about the audience response, I guess.
Yeah, Abed. We're plugging Abed's episode right now.
Yeah, Abed did.
He
did
came
a good
on.
Abed.
We need to have you back, dude. That was fun.
Yeah, Abed.
He has all these crazy like insider stories.
So does Katie have some more questions?
Yeah. So sorry, I just figured out because this is a new. This is the first time we're actually going live on a phone.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
Oh.
So she goes, hey, so I have a couple questions about Harmon Quest. Since the show works around the improvisational nature of D&D, what are the challenges of directing a half-animated, half-live action show?
That's a good question.
And then she has more after that. What are the challenges of that?
Well, the live action
Half
stuff
and
you
half.
don't direct, right? That's. Are you involved in the live action stuff at all?
No. But they give us a final edit of what's going to be live and what isn't. Challenges. It's not. It's more. Opportunities are great because you can try to like hook it up so that the live action blends right with the like if a guy's raising his hand or something, then you can make him like hook up. And also, there's a lot of great things that, as an animator, whenever it cuts, a lot of things that make life easier. You're hungry too.
I'm sorry, guys. So sorry.
Which is like
Stop.
whenever it cuts to live action, we can come back to almost any shot we want.
Yeah.
So that's usually harder to do in a normal cartoon where you got
Oh.
continuity. You got to cut this,
Yeah.
cut that. Everything has to play well, and then you're just like paying attention to all these really, really detailed stuff as a storyboard artist. But once it cuts to live action, game over.
Yeah.
You can start anywhere you want.
I do
That's a good point.
remember.
That's
I
pretty
do
cool.
remember some storyboard artists. I think it was Ted and, or I think it was mostly Ted. He was explaining the difficulty of how like the actors would explain something that they're doing, like an action, and then like the length of the speed that they were explaining it, like trying to fit that action in,
Sounds like
was
Ted.
difficult.
Yeah.
But it seemed like it made
No,
sense
it's
at the
true.
time. But
It's
do you know what he
absolutely
was
true.
saying?
Like they're talking, I'm gonna grab this thing, and and the time it takes to. But I think he was on season 1, and I think we were just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And now we kind of figured it out by season 2. Like, it's just funny to watch them talking. It doesn't. You don't have to do anything or speed up action.
Like, wouldn't they sometimes pause in the middle of their action just to, like, say, and then I'm gonna do this, and
Yeah.
then, like, they would do it?
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
can have like in midair when their sword is drawn about to strike down the
shit.
enemy. I
Yeah.
mean, it's D&D in the nutshell. When you play enough D&D,
Yeah.
you kind of like do that.
We got a lot of questions coming in here, so
Yeah.
let's get through these.
Okay, so Katie Lazo again. How do you decide
video.
which scenes you'll give to your board artists and animators to translate into 2D?
That's fun.
Okay, so that one essentially that's decided by the editors,
No.
right? I mean, well, I'm talking about HarmonQuest in particular. Like they decide which scenes to. Did they decide?
Well,
where the
Dom
animation
decided which boards would go to which board artists, right? Like which
Yeah.
scenes would go to
Yeah,
which
it
board.
seems like it's a lot of different things mixed up.
Well,
Yeah.
when you make Harmon Quest, do the editors edit the live action and then you sort of
Yeah.
use from there what you want to have
Yeah.
the animation?
The editor will sit with Spencer, and the first season also with Dan Harmon. Take like 80 minutes and make it into 22,
Mhm.
and everywhere there's animation, they'll just have a black slate. So it'll be live action, then it'll be this minute of black,
So essentially, they pick where the animation goes.
and they did all those choices.
Mm.
Except that as a director, we can come in and suggest changes to that. Once we start playing, it's actually
Yeah.
we realize, hey, this would be so much funnier if it was
Yeah.
one this way or that way.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Cool. So,
Okay. Is that good?
Yeah.
Next question?
Next
Okay.
question.
Hello, Bank again. Okay. So, what preparation, this is from Bank, what preparation did you do before solo directing your first Simpsons episode, Sideshow Bob's Last Gleaming? For example, did you go back and watch all the previous Sideshow Bob episodes?
Was Bank watching like?
No!
I
You know what,
think
Bank? I think Bank is really good at doing research before
Bank
we
is
have
great at
guests
researching.
on.
He always asks questions.
Yeah, because he
and
asks,
always,
like, I mean, we didn't even know that he worked on the Rugrats until Bank mentioned it.
Yeah.
So
Bank knows
he's
more
really
than-
good at doing research on our
Bank knows
guests.
more
Thank
about
you
you
so
than you
much.
know.
You are like the best fan ever.
Well, then that one, it was just that, working on The Simpsons as an assistant director for a few years. That was my prep.
Okay.
I didn't just. That won't show that on the IMDb. You gotta go.
Okay,
you
so
gotta
he
dig
worked on
deeper.
it.
What's
He
his name,
worked on
Ben?
it for a while.
Yeah.
You gotta dig deeper.
Hey,
It's
Come
all
on, Ben.
there. It's all there.
he's almost there. Like,
Thanks,
the fact
Ben.
that we thought he was watching this entire time. Thanks, Bank. Okay,
Yeah,
any
so
questions?
basically, through working on the show for another 6 years prior to that.
Yeah.
Did Katie have one more question?
No, the
I'll bet
last
this will come
question.
back anytime.
Yeah.
Yes, come now. Just
Might
kidding.
have to scroll up. Oh.
Oh, no, we got them all.
Cool, we got 'em.
Abed and Callie show. Callie
Yeah,
also
Abed and
did
Callie show at where's it at?
at Starburns. It's called the What About Me, and I think they've done 4 so far.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
check
So
it out.
It's a sketch variety show.
Check it out, guys.
We
What
still need
question?
to. We still need
What
to go
days is it on?
live.
It's
You might have
Thursdays.
asked this
Thursdays?
question in the interview. What shows influenced you to get into animation? Oh, okay, yeah, we did ask that.
We touched on it a little bit, but I feel like there's more to go because we talked about Looney Tunes in the beginning. But what shows influenced you to get into animation?
But
Do you have like
besides Looney Tunes.
besides? I mean, Looney Tunes was the first thing you said during the interview. Do you have like a big repertoire of stuff you love to watch as a kid that inspired you?
No, I just like funny things.
Yeah.
So, the Mighty Mouse cartoon was funny.
The Bakshi one.
Yeah, but I might have already been in the industry by then.
Well, that was what 87, 87.
87, 86. I was like really young when that came out.
Yeah.
If I remember.
Yeah, just funny stuff, you know.
Funny
I
things.
wasn't like some people like anime and some people like action
I was
Yeah.
anime.
stuff like that. But I'm not an anime guy.
You know, like
That's kind of
anime?
refreshing to hear every once in a while. I don't know.
Yeah.
I appreciate the ones that like grew up not on anime. Because I
Did
feel
you-
like at some point it's like everywhere.
Would you say you're just as influenced by live action as you are by animation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite live action movie?
Ooh, good question.
Is it Geely starring Ben Affleck? It's a
Why
good-
was that a joke?
All right.
It's a notoriously bad
Wait,
movie.
you like that?
It's like, I have a Geely tattoo, okay?
But you are the demographic for that movie.
Oh wait, I
It's
haven't
like-
seen this movie.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No.
It's a notoriously
With
bad movie.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck when they were dating, they made like a.
Oh wait, what was it called?
Geely. Came out like late '90s.
No, I remember
It's a
that one
terrible reference. I'm
that one
sorry I
wedding
made it.
movie though.
Oh, not the wedding.
The Wedding Singer?
For wedding
I know
and a
which one you're
funeral?
talking
The
about.
one with Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Ben
The
Affleck's not in that
wedding
movie.
No,
planner.
but she did
Yeah.
play in a
Yeah,
movie
just
where it was like a wedding
No,
You
movie.
can't just
Dominic
randomly
says the
name
wedding
it.
planner.
Yeah.
No, it's not the wedding
no,
planner.
it is the Wedding Planner.
Is it?
Yeah. yes.
I like the wedding singer.
Is it
but
the wedding planner?
Yeah.
Adam Sandler?
All right. Do you have a
that's
favorite
that's
live
it.
action movie?
No, I just think
Sorry,
I
guys.
gravitate toward like
Yeah.
a Terry Gilliam type
Yeah. For
stuff.
sure.
I won't say one particular movie, but
Well, as a director, which director do you admire the most?
Terry Gilliam?
Terry Gilliam.
He's a good one.
Gilliam's amazing.
Brazil is great.
I mean, Brazil, Holy Grail.
Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I
yeah,
like
Holy
the
Grail.
last one he did called The Zero Theorem.
Oh, you know what? I didn't watch his newer ones.
It's very
I
weird.
watched Dr. Parnassus, but I didn't watch anything after that.
That was interesting. I like
It was
that.
weird. It was weird. Too much CG.
Pornassus?
Dr. Parnassus. Yeah.
Porn-
Porn asses?
Porn asses.
Porn ass.
Dr. Porn-ASSES.
That was
Pornassus.
interesting because Heath Ledger was in it. It was right during he died, so they came up with a clever conceit where like his character was performed by other actors. Because like his character was kind of like fantasy character, so like Johnny Depp played his character. I think Colin Farrell.
Colin
played
Farrell,
his character.
and there was one other, Jude Law.
Jude
yeah.
Law. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like 4 different people played the same character.
Yeah.
It was fairly interesting.
So Terry Gilliam, good choice. He's a great. He's a big inspiration for me as well. Okay, I think we're probably gonna wrap up soon unless we have more questions.
Do we have any more
Have
questions?
any more questions?
Let's see. Not Kevin Lee, Steve Agee.
Steve.
Oh,
Agee.
Steve Agee?
Hey, Steve.
And then, Abed, do you know about Defective Detective?
That sounds familiar.
You know
What's
about
Steve
that?
Is that
Agee's?
promotion of something? I
Is
don't
that,
know.
is that
is-
Channel 101 thing, Abed?
Is Steve Agee watching right now?
No, I think someone's like commenting about other directors.
Okay. About Steve
Oh,
Agee.
Steve
Agee.
Oh.
Kevin Lee,
I don't know who Kevin
not
Lee.
Kevin Lee.
Not Kevin Lee.
I know
Steve Preston.
Steve Agee was a guest on Harmon Quest. He was
Yeah.
episode 3, season
That's
1.
why I was like, wait, is he watching?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Cool.
So, any more questions?
Plimpton question mark?
What?
I think they're naming random directors.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh wait, what did he say?
Something?
Lynch. Lynch. Dom loves Lynch.
Oh, Defective Detective is Terry Gilliam's unmade dream project.
I haven't seen it yet. Is it out yet? I don't know.
Is it out, Abed?
It's unmade.
It's unmade.
Well,
How do you know about it, Abed?
He also didn't make God damn it.
Man of La Mancha.
No.
Oh yeah, he did. He was gonna make Man of La Mancha too. He is now, I think. I think they're finally making it.
Right.
Don Quixote.
Don Quixote, Man
Yeah.
of La Mancha. Yeah.
Okay.
Don Quixote is what it's actually called. Yeah.
Right. There's that movie about how he couldn't make it.
Yeah, but isn't there? I think he's finally making it. I read like
Yeah,
a
I
couple
heard
months
about
ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an animated movie or short called Defective Detectives 2011, but I don't think that's what
That's
you're talking
not
about.
it. No. Haven't heard of that, Abed, but good looking out, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you like Lynch a lot too, right, Tom?
Sure. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Well, these both guys, they make you think.
Yeah, both guys. But are you want to talk about the Lynch thing you're making or no?
No, it'll be a short.
Oh, okay, not yet.
Are you
Uh-oh.
watching Twin Peaks?
Uh-oh.
That's David Lynch, right?
Yeah.
What?
Twin
Peaks.
Peaks?
Yeah.
The new season. That came out.
Tom is making something
Is the thing.
secret.
Yeah, I'll put it out if people like my YouTube page. It'll be there.
If we can find your
If you
YouTube
can get a
page.
million subscribers on YouTube,
What happened?
If we get to 1 million likes, guys, all right, Dom will drop a new vid for you.
yeah, smash that like button.
If you can find the YouTube page.
All right, I think it's time for us to wrap up here. It's time for us to kind of get going, I think. If no one has any last minute questions, I think
None
that was
over
a lot
here.
that was a lot of questions. That's pretty good.
We got
like-
4 likes.
We got like 10 questions. We got 4 likes. I mean, that's pretty good for. I mean, on the East Coast, it's past midnight. And
Thank
right-
you so much,
Yeah,
guys,
it's
for
almost 10
asking
o'clock
really
here,
good
so that's
questions,
pretty
by
good
the way. I
questions
really
for-
love these questions.
for
Even
the-
though they're
for
like
the middle of the
short
night.
and like, I don't know, we don't record these for too long. Like, thank you for asking really good,
Yeah, it was great.
long, worthy
Thanks.
questions.
No.
Look at Anne's finger. Oh.
Boogie, 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 boogie,
Oh,
boogie, boogie.
okay.
Cool.
What's this site called again? The Ass?
Ass.
Ass.
Yeah.
That's where you can find
Animation
us.
Success Stories.
Ass.
Ass podcast.
Just kidding.
Now that we have like 13 episodes, we were gonna do it when we got 10, I think, but we're gonna go up on iTunes or something soon. Right now we're just on YouTube, but we're gonna go on iTunes. Or
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be our
we keep
1
saying
year
that.
1 year mark soon.
Really?
Yeah, because then we filmed the first episode in like October
Yeah, but then we took like a 3-month break, and
But
then we
still a year.
and
No,
then we
wait.
started filming.
Guys,
again.
we should celebrate this. Like, seriously, we should have an event.
Or if I remember the date, yeah.
Oh, okay, if we can look up the date that we first aired or recorded our first thing, maybe we can like do an episode where it's like the regulars, like just us, or we can like do a live event.
we should do a wrap up, and then we should like from that episode, next episode on should be like a season 2.
Yeah, like do the 3 of us plus Nick.
Season
We'll do like a whole
2.
live stream
Yeah, maybe. Sure.
or something, or we can actually do like an actual live stream public event.
Plenty doable.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Maybe we can just do one of those flash mobs where we get 1 million people to start dancing in the middle of the wall.
How about you guys send us ideas on what we should do for our
yeah.
1 year
All the
anniversary?
5 people that are watching, send us a bunch of
Yo,
videos.
people will see this after.
Thanks
It's
for
fine. Thank
Yeah.
you.
No, but yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Okay, well, thanks for joining us for this live session, and we had a lot of great questions. We appreciate all your questions. Thank you so much, and let's say thanks to Dominic again, Dominic Polcino. Thanks for helping us and being here. We really appreciate that, man. Thanks so much. And unless anyone has anything else to say, you good, Sabrina?
I'm good.
You good, Dom?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Brian, you good?
Yeah.
I'm never good. Like the Zuko character. I'm never happy. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll see you guys next live session.
Thanks, Dominic,
Thank
and thanks,
you.
Ass.
Thanks, Bank.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Ass.
it, man.
Thanks.
See you guys.
Thank
Cheers,
you guys.
dudes.
Love you. Bye.
Cheers. Adios.
That long.
Long slurp. Ow.